How to recover gold from electronics, what you should look for, and what you should save. Before we get into this video, here is the top 4 solutions to recover gold from computer parts. First on the list, we have nitric acid, which I'm using here in this video now. I use 30 milliliters for each ounce of computer parts. Second on the list, 2 cups of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sea salt, let sit for 7 days. Third on the list, 1 cup of muriatic acid, 1 cup of hydrogen peroxide, let sit for 4 hours. And the best and cheapest for last, use 2 tablespoons of sea salt, half a cup of vinegar, and 1/4 of hydrogen peroxide. Heat up the vinegar for 1 full minute using a microwave. Add your 2 tablespoons of sea salt to your jar with your computer parts, then pour in the hydrogen peroxide and heated up vinegar in at the same time. I have a video pinned on my account showing this method if you are interested in learning. Anybody doing this should be using PPE to the max. I believe that the question that I get the most from you guys is, after we recover the gold, how do we clean it? Now, for the most part, when you recover with the vinegar, hydrogen peroxide, and sea salt, you're going to have a little bit of silver powder at the bottom. That you're going to need a mesh filter. Run it through a mesh filter and it will separate the gold from your silver powder. Now, as for like little parts of plastic or anything like that, parts of anything of the chips or anything that's not metal, that does not necessarily have to be 100% cleaned out of your gold. If you smelt all that gold, you'll get an 18 karat scrap gold nugget, and all the plastics and everything will burn off during the smelting. When you refine in aqua regia, that will liquefy your gold, leaving behind all the the gunk and stuff that you don't want. But when you filter that through a cotton ball, the cotton ball will keep all the gunk at the top, and then you'll have your aqua regia gold. Now, I do have a video on my account showing you guys how to refine gold with aqua regia. Actually, I have a bunch of videos on my account. They're all categories, as you can see on the top. So just go through that, find out what you're looking for, and watch those videos. Also, if you would like to continue seeing my videos or haven't been seeing my videos lately, it's because you haven't been liking my videos. So make sure you smash that like button right now. Take that second. Okay, so when scrapping electronics, the first thing I look for is all my fingers. I make sure I cut them out right away, get those out of the way so I could get those into a little pile. Next thing I do is I look for all my gold connectors, that the solid ones, not the pins, but more of the solid connectors that you can see here. Now here are my pins. Then I'll go and I'll get all my pins, knock them all off with a chisel and collect those, and then I'll pull them out one by one with some pliers. They slide straight out real easy. Look at that gold. These are the wires, all the wire connections. They all have gold. Even my phone has gold. You can check yours. Here's all the gold pins that I've had. I also threw in some gold plated items to recover the gold off of those as well. SD cards have gold, so I'm going to be recovering these. You can sell them if you wanted to make more money. Also your SIM cards, your SDD cards, of course your CPUs, and your RAMs as well. There's the RAMs right there. Those right there, a lot of people love the RAMs. Oh yeah, and the displays, you can't fit like any display, like a TV, computer display, any display. At the top you're always going to find these little gold PCB boards. This right here came from a Dish Network dish. This right here came from a mouse pad. You're not going to always find these inside every mouse pad, but in a lot of them you will. This one right here came from, these are cameras. So they have 18 karat on the outside and 24 karat bonding wires on the inside. This is what it looks like as a close-up. These are the discs from hard drives. They contain platinum to keep them from becoming magnetized and losing data. This is an old flip phone. New flip phones have it as well. That right there is a IC chip. Let's go ahead and look into some of the IC chips. So when you see the gold on the rim of the IC chip, these are those kind of IC chips. You can just peel them off and Look at all that gold, baby. Yeah, so those are some beautiful IC chips to come across if you ever do come across these kind. Here's a different kind of IC chip I found inside I believe this one was inside the digital camera. This IC chip was inside one of them box screen TVs, the projector ones, the big ones. I found 3 of these in there. This is the way I remove my IC chips. So I remove them with a heat gun. I used to use a chisel to do it, but this by far is the easiest way. You don't consume really any electricity. Like, you're not gonna notice a dent in your electricity bill using this. You're not, I mean, people run heaters all day, and you know, it's not a drastic change in your electricity bill. This, you're not running all day, just a few minutes to knock these out, so it's nothing really, guys. It's gonna save you a lot of time, and it's gonna be a lot easier. Get you one if you don't have one. Next, what I like to do is I like to remove all my copper pieces off of the PCB boards. Make sure you get all that copper. It does add up. So all the copper that you're going to see here is just a little bit of copper that I've taken off of these boards. I've already taken off a lot of the copper and aluminum from these boards. So what you're going to see here is not much compared to what I've already taken off. Like I got the whole aluminum heat thing that goes on the fan for the CPU. I got all the copper pieces, and so I got a lot of stuff. This is just what's left on the boards with the copper. So you are going to get a lot of copper out of this, a lot of aluminum, palladium, silver, gold. You're gonna get a lot of out of this, so it doesn't make sense just to go straight for the gold. Make sure you separate it all. Get money out of every angle that you can. All this stuff does add up over time, so once you do get that one item that adds up, you can go ahead and post that, and if somebody, you know, offers you something for it, then you go ahead and get your sale, right? Now these on the board are called tantalums. They contain tantalum. So let's go ahead and get these off, because we're gonna definitely want to save those. Might as well, since we're already working on the boards, right? So like I said, everything adds up and has a price to it. Might as well separate everything, and once you get enough of that item, then you could go ahead and make your price for it. These here are crystal oscillators. We'll go ahead and remove those as well. Like I said, once again, everything adds up. Get your hands on them. Crystal oscillators contain silver and crystals. You can see the silver that is printed onto the crystal itself. It also has a little dab of silver as well. I'll show you where that's at and how to find it. Now you will have to recover it still. That's another video. Follow if you want to see that. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at it under a microscope. Now there is the little dab of silver I'm talking about. It's sitting on a piece of metal. There's more of that dab right there, and it's also some silver printed on that crystal right there. Now let's pull out the rest of these and get to the next item. These here are MLCCs. There's other capacitors that look like MLCCs. Don't get them confused or mixed up. The way you can tell the difference is the MLCCs have a C on the board. So make sure you're looking for that C on the board to confirm it's MLCC. These are LED lights, so all LED lights have a gold bonding wire, as you can see right there, and the reflector is a silver. This right here, guys, be careful when you find this. The middle part, the white part, it can crush into powder. If you get that inhale, that's long term right there. Now here's a bunch of TVs that I scrapped. I'm gonna go ahead and show off all the scrap that I got from here. I'll go ahead and that don't even have the copper that I already recovered. I still gotta throw the copper from the inside these buckets and add the rest up. But overall, guys, we're scrappers. We scrap it all. Not just the gold. We're not just gold recoveries. We're scrappers. We scrap it all. So remember, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're scrapping. It just matters about how much money you're getting in your pocket at the end of the day, right? That's all that really matters to us. So make sure that you're scrapping everything that you got, separating everything that you got, and let it add up. Let's get that money.